What is going on, my beautiful people, man? Hope you guys are doing amazing, man. In this video, what we're going to be talking about is getting into a place of actually enjoying our life with God and getting into the presence of God on a day-to-day basis. Now, this is something powerful, not only if you want to enjoy your life the fullest, but also something I heard from Jim Murray, who's the author of Inner Excellence. He was literally saying that he realized on his journey of actually helping athletes improve their performance that the place to get to your best performance is actually the same path to get to your best possible life. That is beautiful. So if you're a creative, if you're somebody that is doing something like an athlete or making these videos or communicating, wanting to be the best in whatever you're doing, getting to the best possible life is actually how you're also going to get to your best performance. Because getting to the best performance, for what he talks about in the book, is being able to get to a place where we are removing our ego, we're removing our pride, and we're having a love for life, a peace, a joy, and just allowing that to emulate and imagining ourselves going through our day with that energy. That is powerful. So the way that he put this is that what we should basically be doing and what we want to get to is being able to go into a place, seeing a painting and just being in complete awe and delight and just rejoicing in that thing. Just the awe and delight. Being able to be like, man, that's so beautiful. And just having the love for it. That is where we're trying to get to. That joy, that peace, that love that is emulating out of us for the smallest things in life. Me and my mom just watched a movie that's called Perfect Days. And the movie is basically just about the guy who's going about his normal, simple, everyday routines. But he does little things that show how much he appreciates the small moments in life. He's a plumber, but when he's getting up in the morning and he's leaving out the door in the morning, he always looks up and he appreciates the sky. He just appreciates the beauty of the sky. And then when he's sitting down with a tree, he'll see something called, there is a word for it, but it's something about the light emulating from the trees, and it's only there and it only exists for that moment. And he just appreciates that. It's beautiful. And it's kind of like this right here, this beautiful sunset. I want to show you guys this, man. Or my beautiful cat. It's just the small things in life that we can appreciate and find awe in. Now, this is something that we have to train. I know, training that seems like the craziest thing. Like, how the hell are you going to train that? Why are we going to train that? But it's something where we have to realize what we're trying to get to in life. If we want to have their best performance, we got to try our best to get to this. This is visualizing being able to do this on a day-to-day basis. And one of the things that he says in the freaking, damn, man, it's a loud plane. But one of the things that he says in the actual book is that we can visualize at the end of our nights the actual way and the energy that we want to carry throughout our day. And I believe that this is super powerful because it's like you can visualize getting into this delight, just like how athletes talk about. And I'm not saying like manifestation or anything. It's literally visualizing so that your subconscious mind has an opportunity to see like, oh, okay, this is actually what we're going for. Now, it also can't distinguish between reality, between real stuff and what's vividly imagined. So it's like, oh, okay, like this is kind of what we're going towards. This is like a practice. It's almost like you're getting a practice in for how you want to live your day. Yes, it's beautiful. So you're practicing going through the day, living in that joy and peace and love of God. Now for yourself, you got to be able to say, okay, what helps me get into that? For my mother, she loves to read devotionals. And when she reads a devotional, it can get her into that energy of, God, you're so good. I trust you. I love you. I appreciate you. And it gets that joy overflowing. And for myself, reading scripture, reading verses, or just appreciating that God's with me. Yeah, things that ground me into the trust of God, knowing like, God, you are so good to me. You had these moments. Remembering old moments that God has been there with me. Or just remembering that this is the day that the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Small things like that. These things help me get into that presence of God and realizing, okay, I can be here with God. And imagining my day, not just like that. Also, I have another verse where whatever your hands find to do, do it with your whole heart as unto the Lord and not unto men. For me, that's getting me into the energy of, all right, I'm working for God today. Okay, it's getting me into the presence, the energy, the love of God and of life, and just going like, okay, let me do this every single day. So just like Jim Murray talked about, it's practicing getting into that delight, into that awe for life. And when you do that, for myself, when I do that, on these videos, it transfers to these videos, and it's beautiful because all of a sudden these videos are the best I've ever made, and these videos continue to get better and better. Whenever I'm talking with anybody in my life, it's just automatically overflowing. Something I heard from, what's his name? Julian Blanc, he said that vibe is 80% of what you're doing. Vibe is 80% of what you're doing. It's powerful, man. And even in the book, he talks about athletes too. And to get into that flow state and to be the best that you can be, you have to be in a place of having fun, having a good time, and being like a kid and rejoicing and having joy in what you're doing. And if you're always constantly bagging on yourself, having a hard time, and you just are struggling not just on the outside with your circumstances, but mentally, you're never going to get to that place, and you're never going to get into that flow state. You're never going to get into the place where you can overcome the obstacles. Even the meditation coach for Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, he talked about that too. He was saying that you have to be into a place of happy, healthy, hungry, and I forgot the last one, but happy is the important one. Being able to be happy and realizing that he even talks about it with Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Being happy is something that can help you overcome those obstacles. So if you vividly imagine your day tomorrow, how does it look to be in awe and delight of your life? And if you can't get to that place yet, that's telling us we got to try to get more into the presence of God. We got to try to read some more scripture. We got to try to read some more Bible stories. What is that thing that is holding us back? What is that negative energy that is dragging us down? And how can we rewrite that for the next day? You know, if you have an insecurity, God, I want to place this insecurity into you. Help me with some scripture. Help me with some Bible stories that can help me place that. For me, one of the things was, for the Lord shall be thy confidence. And that was something that was really holding me back, taking away from my joy in the day. I visualized myself going with that verse, for the Lord shall be thy confidence. Going and knowing that God is with me, and my confidence is not in how I look, but in God. And all of a sudden, the days start to be more joyous, more happy, more loving, more peaceful, all that great stuff, man. So that's what we're getting into, man. Hope you guys are able to do this today. Love you guys very much. I will talk to you on the next video. Peace.